Hello everyone, my name is Azatru, how are you, and welcome to another Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. In this video I shall be talking about what we can look forward to in 2020 for Battlefront 2 plus other Star Wars games and media. I hope you've had a great start to the year so far, and I can't wait to make many more Star Wars videos throughout this year. 2019 was probably the biggest year for Star Wars ever. We had the finale of the Skywalker Saga, Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, the first ever live-action show, The Mandalorian, a brand new single-player story-only video game, Jedi Fallen Order, and so much more. 2020 won't be as big, I think, given there is no film, but sure, there will be a lot to look forward to in other forms of entertainment. People don't realise multiple Star Wars and LEGO games are coming next year. There is a lot to anticipate. Star Wars in 2020 is set to kick off the year in a big way from Battlefront to new film information. The word on the street is that the director of the first film of the new trilogy will be revealed in January. So later this month there will be some interesting Star Wars news hopefully, but we will probably have to wait another half year or so before we get even more information. But let's talk about no speculation and just confirmation when it comes to Battlefront 2 content before moving on to other Star Wars games and media out later this year. We already know Battlefront 2 is getting a big content update in January with new heroes and capital supremacy for the sequel trilogy, plus there will be content updates in February and March, but we don't know what will be included in them yet. DICE have said they've moved away from the Clone Wars now to focus on other eras. We've just had a big drop of sequel trilogy era content, with a little more on its way in January, but we've not had anything for the original trilogy in a very long time. DICE have used the word eras, plural, when talking about moving away from the Clone Wars, so my guess is original trilogy content is on its way, we just don't know what form it will be in. Ben did tease there is original investigations going on for co-op, and they'll see what happens. Many of us are excited for Season 7 of The Clone Wars, which will start streaming in February. It has been a long time coming, and the wait is nearly over. What could this mean for Battlefront 2 though? Well, DICE won't have Clone Wars content out in February or March, but maybe late spring or early in the summer, we could see some new Clone Wars content as the season concludes. It's not going to be released all at the same time in February, and DICE just won't have time to prepare content for it. I don't really know why people have been thinking February will bring Ahsoka and Ventress. It's not going to happen. As the season comes to its end, this would be a perfect tie-in with another major piece of Star Wars media for Battlefront 2. We don't know how much content DICE will be giving us over the course of 2020, but as the game is healthy with a good player base, at least for now, don't expect DICE to slow down and EA to stop them from making content. But what about a new EA Star Wars game? Jedi Fallen Order came out in 2019, but we have nothing for 2020 right now. EA said a big game is coming around 2021-2022, but that is probably the linear story game from EA Motive Vancouver. I doubt it is the follow-up to Respawn's Jedi Fallen Order, as they've just started development on that, and those comments were made before Jedi Fallen Order released. EA Motive Montreal, however, have been hard at work on a new Star Wars game, to quote, a very unique Star Wars experience game since Battlefront 2's release. Could we see it in 2020? I have no idea. We don't know anything about it at all, and if we don't hear anything before EA Play in June, the hope of an EA Star Wars game coming in 2020 will be all but over. Despite that, EA aren't strangers to surprise announcements. Apex Legends dropped out of the blue, and that surprise announcement helped blow the game up, so all is on the table. We might not hear anything until June, but they announced something in June, we just don't know. Moving on to another Star Wars game, but one that is definitely coming out this year, LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is out in 2020, and we all can't wait to get it. With no specific release date or a time frame hinted at, we are just left waiting for more info from TT Games at some point in the year. TT Games tend to release their games in June or September or October. If it is coming in June, we'll hear something early in 2020, but June is E3 month, so if it does come out later in 2020, they'll likely not reveal much before EA reveal much until E3 in June. The LEGO action does not stop there. LEGO Star Wars Battles is another game due to release at some point in 2020 as well. It has been in beta for several months now, and I've been playing it here and there, and I even showed it on my channel in multiple videos. I have a feeling this is going to be out early 2020 before the big Skywalker Saga game releases, but we have no more information to go off on release date for that. Oh, and I can't wait to see what LEGO sets we get in 2020. Hopefully LEGO makes some new Clone Wars vehicles from Season 7 later on in the year. Going back to mobile games, a new Star Wars shooter game is in the works at Boss Alien and Zynga. This is likely going to be releasing in 2020 as it has been in development since 2018. We've heard nothing other than it is a multiplayer Star Wars shooter game for mobile, being made in Unreal Engine 4, and they are still hiring several people to make it. It is extremely important to remain cautious with this game, as most mobile games are pay to win. Having said that, it could be a fun game, we'll just have to wait and see. Moving on to the end of the summer, and in August, Star Wars Celebration is taking place in Anaheim once again. Empire Strikes Back turns 40, so we shall be celebrating that along with a preview of The Mandalorian Season 2, some teasers for the Obi-Wan show, hopefully more information about the upcoming films, and so much more. I think a new game could be announced here for 2021 because it's later on in the year, if EA do not say anything at EA Play. As a more personal thing to be excited for, I'm going to be going back to Galaxy's Edge in the summer for a holiday, so I cannot wait for that. It is just before Celebration, and I couldn't get tickets for that, which is such a shame, because Celebration last year was amazing, and if you do have the opportunity to go to Celebration this year, it's going to be an incredible time. To end the year, The Mandalorian Season 2 will start streaming. After the ending of Season 1, it will be a hurt to wait so many more months to find out what happens next. It will be a nice way to close out the year, despite not having a film in December, like we have had in most years since 2015. But that is not everything Star Wars coming out in 2020. I know a lot of you will be getting ready to read Project Luminous and many of the other books releasing in 2020. It is such a great time to be a Star Wars fan because there is so many different pieces of new media in different forms from many different eras, whether it be the Clone Wars, whether it be the original trilogy, the sequel trilogy, and eras in between. I just hope the new trilogy is Old Republic. Gaming is my main way to consume entertainment, so I really hope Battlefront 2 keeps going from strength to strength, and a new game from EA Star Wars surprises us in 2020 with a release, but that is a bit of a dream at this point. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you learned something new. If you did, be sure to drop a like and subscribe and turn notifications on for more Star Wars gaming videos. Please let me know down in the comment section below your thoughts on anything I've discussed in this video. Tell me, what are you most excited for in 2020? I'd love to hear it. And if you missed any of the two previous videos on screen, please do go check them out, and I shall see you all in my next Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. Goodbye.